What's up, man? Favorite cyber gangster? Just kidding. Cyber makes fitness. Anyway, I got a big topic of discussion we got to discuss in this day and age that we live in. And one of the things you need to start asking yourself when you're doing things is, what are we doing here? Like honestly, what are we doing here? Why am I having conversations? What is the purpose of me even going around and navigating and communicating with the people I do and visiting the places I go? And the reason why I say we as opposed to me is because you got to start thinking of yourself as your future self. So it's a very hard concept to comprehend, but I think I'm gonna try to make this as simple as possible. So the reason I say what are we doing here is because I always look at myself as a being that's constantly evolving in time. So everything I'm doing today is going to evolve me into a different form a month from now, a year from now, 2 years, 10 years, to the end of my life. So when I say we, I mean like what is my 10 year myself in 10 years, what am I doing here? If I was looking back at myself from 10 years, why was I at this position? What did this accomplish for the 10 years that I will be in the future? Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. But what I'm trying to say is really start comprehending the level of urgency in your life when you're speaking, talking, and doing things. So think of things like what is the purpose? What is the function? What am I gaining from accomplishing this? Like even if you're messing off and you're fucking off around, at least get a story out of it. At least make that entertaining, because that's really the only thing you're gonna get from being degenerate is stories. There's no production being done. So if you're gonna be degenerate, at least take notes and mentally and tell a story afterwards, because at least that's what entertainment is. At least if that's what you're gonna do. But the way I look at it, I'm always trying to be productive and get certain goals done. I hate to waste my time because it's just like you think like, man, why did I blow like all my time playing video games? Like, did I at least get something out of playing this video game? Did I at least accomplish something? Did I program my mind to think better or think differently? That's the way you gotta start phrasing things in your life. If you can look at things like, okay, I'm getting some production value out of this from this particular activity, then I did something. I gained something out of this. And so when I'm talking about what are we doing here, you gotta look at this with all phases, man. It's an interesting thing, man. Because as you grow and as you start to understand and comprehend time, you start to realize you got a long time to live, man. I mean, if you do things right, you don't participate in tomfoolery and fuckery and put yourself in bad positions, you should get 70, 80 years out of your life. If you're working out, doing the things you need to do, taking care of life, health, your finances, and all that other stuff, you're going to live a long time. So really think about the investments that you're making during these time periods. Because, like, I'm done with my 20s, in my 30s. And one of the things I'm realizing is 30 is, I'm going to be here for a minute. And all the activity I did in my 20s built me into the man that I am in my 30s. I don't get that time back. Now I'm very happy with what I did in those 20s. I went to school, I kept myself in shape, ate good, slept good, read good, had relationships, talked to people, acquired many different skill sets. So now at the point of 30, it's all about just careful execution and planning and following through on what I did. And so that's the thing you guys got to realize, young people. You don't need to get it all so early. You don't have to have your shit figured out. You don't have to have that shit figured out. Now, what you do have to have is a vision. A vision is what you need. Have a vision for your life. And when I say a vision, I mean like, what is your ideal situation for yourself? It doesn't have to be money. I don't even like to put money in my vision. What I like to look is, am I doing something that I enjoy doing that brings me productive joy and that enables people around me to be productive citizens? Am I taking care of my body? Do I feel better today than I did yesterday? And what can I do to maintain that and further keep that? What am I reading? What am I producing? What am I growing? What am I fostering as far as relationships? Have I built people to be better that have followed along with me, that kept themselves in touch with me? Have they gotten better as people? And that's the things you got to start to look at as a vision. Stop worrying so much about the schematics. One of the saddest things I hate to see with young men is, I'm going to be this. I want to be a dentist. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a rodeo clown, whatever the hell you want to be. Stop looking at yourself as an occupation. That's a dangerous thing to get into, because it's just like basketball. It's just like any other sport. There's a precipice, and if you don't feel like you get to that top 1%, you just get disappointed in yourself. And you're going to beat yourself up, and you wrap your whole identity up in being that one thing. Be adaptable. That's my vision for myself. Is an adaptable creature that's ready to survive in any situation that comes forth to me. And when you have that mindset, you'll be surprised at how many opportunities come your way. See, a lot of people, man, they're always, oh man, if I can only have more money, if I can only have this, if I can only do that. They're not looking at the opportunity. They're looking in the past tense. And if you look in the past tense, you're forever going to be disappointed because there's infinite amount of things to be sad about. But be happy about what you actually did today. Be happy about what you accomplished. Did you take a walk today? Did you drink your water? Did you say hello to 5 people? Those are wins. They might not seem like wins now, but in the future, those are wins. You learn how to be a conversationalist. You learn how to build discipline, be able to maintain your body. You're making sure that you're recording things. Like one of the greatest practices that all men need to start to adapt is journaling, writing. Because what writing does, it is like your Bible. It is you leaving recordings of your ideas and thoughts. It's you leaving a piece of you in the past that you can go back and revisit and look at your mindset, your frame, and see the evolution of you as you went in time. And people don't understand how valuable it is. So many people don't write. And so they never unleash all the nonsense in their brain, just get it out on paper. Once you get that stuff out on paper, you unravel your brain and you have freedom to think and to interpret new data. I like to look. I need to make a separate video about this, about my theory about writing and why it's so unique and why you need to do it. But writing and reading is so important in running. These are the 3 elements to making sure that you have a very productive life. And this is what I'm telling you guys. You gotta start questioning everything that you're looking at, doing, and consuming. Why are we here? That's the question you should ask yourself on a daily basis. Why am I here? Whether it's at your job, whether it's with a relationship, whether you're working out, why am I here? Have a why. Fuck the what, fuck the how, have the why. Because if you have a why, you can have a greater expansion of what you want to accomplish and what you're planning on doing with your life. So I appreciate you guys for listening. I'm going to start loading more long-term content because the shorts are cool. I like to bring the attention, but I want to get a message out to the people. So have a good one.